So this practice assignment starts with a couple review questions to start out with. There's no word problems, angle of elevation, depression doesn't show up. It just says find what you're looking for, find the variable, which they give a question mark. I'm going to go ahead and make that an X. Now, when I look at this triangle, I see the two sides making the right angle are here. Those are my two legs. 53 is not one of those sides. It is my hypotenuse. So of my two legs, 45 is right next to that angle. It is the adjacent leg. So I never use the opposite side. I'm not going to be able to use any of my trig functions that uses O. No sine, no tangent. This is a cosine problem. So I'm going to write cosine of my angle, and I'll set it equal to the ratio of the adjacent leg over the hypotenuse. So then if I'm trying to find the angle, remember when you find angles, you always use inverse. This is when you push second cosine in your calculator. Now make sure your calculator is in radians or you will not get the right answer. And when I put cosine inverse of 45 divided by 53 into my calculator, I see 31.8. So to the nearest degree would be about 32 degrees. On part B, I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to start out just by saying, hey, look, here's my right angle. Those must be the legs. That's the hypotenuse then. It's really tempting to think X is the hypotenuse of this triangle, but it's not. X is a leg. Specifically, X is next to my 16-degree angle. It's adjacent. 15 is across from, so it's the opposite leg. And since I'm not using the hypotenuse, then I'm going to have a tangent ratio. I'm going to say tangent of my angle is equal to the opposite leg over the adjacent leg. When you're finding a side length, you always solve by cross multiplying. So I'm going to take 15 times 1, and it will now equal x times the tangent of 16. But that's not x by itself. I'll have to solve by doing the opposite of multiplying by the tangent of 16. I will be dividing by the tangent of 16. So when I put in my calculator 15 divided by the tangent of 16, I am seeing about 52.31. So the nearest tenth would just be 52.3.